Hello and welcome to the Boost Over Ball podcast, your go-to source for all things Rocket League, with your hosts, K-Cube, Quilly, and Red. So lean forward, lock in, and get ready to go Boost Over Ball.
Good to go, I believe. Rocking the foot jersey today?
Yes, sir. I have my drawer, and it's just like set up with like all the jerseys. They're like I have five. What do I have? 5 jerseys. I got Boost Over Ball, SSG, another SSG, NRG, Shopify, Foot. So there's just 6 jerseys just lined up. It's whichever one I grab that isn't the football jersey. The football jersey is not comfortable to wear.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I got the camo.
I got the power. Yeah. I like that one. That's the one SSG jersey I'll wear casually out. It's a nice shirt. Yeah. It looks cool.
And then
at least in my little mind.
Oh, I moved it. That's right. Over here is the liquid jersey. You can't
I will say
see it.
I wore this one out. I feel like this is more soccer jersey than esports jersey. So I feel like it's why, except I wore it out like to my girlfriend's, like to hang out with my girlfriend's friends, and one of the guys was just like, "That esports jersey?" I was like, "What the hell?"
I didn't know that you were a ball knower.
Yeah, I think he said he's into like League of Legends. So I guess they're involved in that too. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't expect that."
Fair. Well, here we are. Hello and welcome to the Boost Over Ball podcast. To listeners new and old, hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Kyle, K-Cube in the left, and on the right side we got Quilly. Another day in paradise for me. How's it going for you?
Oh, not good. My neck just tightened up. Ow.
Oh no.
That hurt. Other than that, fine and dandy. We are chilling like a villain. Ready to talk some ball because, by God, kid, this land cannot come soon enough.
It cannot. Also, before we start, it's just the two of us for today. Red is running a rematch tournament, but we will be full strength for next week because next week is our 200th episode. So that seems kind of crazy. It doesn't seem quite real to me, but here we are. But on today's show, we will be going over our 16 teams headed to Paris. From there, we'll talk about the implications for LCQ, what placements are needed, and the standings of LCQ heading into this major. All of that before ending off with the Paris Major Power Ranking and our weekly Quilly question. Potentially a little bit of a shorter episode this week. We are... we're trying not to steal content from ourselves for next week or the week after, which we're trying to determine which one we want to be the major preview. But here we go. So, are you ready to jump right in?
Yes, sir. Let's get after it.
Okay. So, from EU, our teams in order are Team Vitality, Gentle Mates, Ninjas in Pajamas, Carmine Corps, and Manchester City, holding on to that 5th spot by their fingernails on the ledge there. But also all 5 of those teams have been locked in to their World Championship spot as well. No one is going to be catching them or uprooting them from their spots. So if any other European teams want to make the main event, they will have to do so through the last chance qualifier. Then, moving forward in NA, we have NRG, Space Station Gaming, Shopify Rebellion, and Foot. Shout out Foot and the jersey you're wearing right now. Foot will need a top 4 finish in Paris to secure themselves a World Championship spot outright. Otherwise, they will have to go through the last chance qualifier. And if they look anything like they have the past couple of weeks, I think that they are probably your favorites to come out of the LCQ. What do you think?
Repeat the last part. I heard everything but the last part. Who you have coming out or getting LCQ?
I said if Foot doesn't make a top 4, they won't make Worlds like normally. They'll have to go through LCQ. Do you like anybody better than Foot for that LCQ spot if they don't make a top 4?
See, I think the real thing I think LCQ. There are so many games to win that there's just like no possible shoo-in to win. Like you could imagine, like we could have what was it last year? We imagined Gentlemates out of EU. They got bounced early. What was it? Novo and Redosin's team, Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yep.
And then I don't think anyone had Shopify Rebellion with Reddles and crap. Who were the other two on Chop last year? Was it Two Piece and Wavy?
Yeah.
And no one had them winning it, and they shocked the world. So I think the real thing about LCQ is you really don't know who it is, because it's literally one loss and you're out. So and as we've seen, NRG's gotten bounced out in top 64, I think, in opens. So I think anything is possible. I think this being the second year, we go in knowing that we can have our favorites. It's really no guaranteed to make it out of that, though. But on paper, I feel like they're definitely the favorite, if anything. I don't even know who a good second place would be. Let me pull up NA. That's not on this bracket. Dang it. For last week's.
So currently, right now, in Dignitas Gen G, Strictly Business, Next to New, M80, 1, The Immigrants, LOB. So currently, Virtus Pro has the spot, and then your team sitting outside are Foot, Dignitas, Gen G, Strictly Business, 1, Next to New, so on and so on and so on.
And going off my brain, doesn't Foot also has like a bracket of death, don't they, or a group of death?
It's not amazing for them, but I think that they should be able to. It's Wildcard, Carmine, Vitality, and Foot.
Okay, so they should hide a hope. Fingers crossed they can outplace Wildcard.
You would hope, right? So
and what do they need to get the world spot?
Top 12.
And
they just need
to make it. So if they just make it a group, they're in.
Yep, exactly. Huh. They're currently tied on points.
Huh, look at that. Virtus Pro.
So
might not make worlds. Might have to make the run of dreams.
So next up we have MIBR and Furia. You know, enough said. We've talked about that one enough. Those are the two teams. They are the best two teams in SAM. I'm more confident in MIBR moving forward than I am in Furia, but you know, we're not trying to steal content from our future selves here. So MENA, we have Twisted Minds, and a team not named Falcons. We have R8. R8 need a top 2, a grand finals appearance to make worlds. Otherwise, they will be an LCQ team. And then in OCE, as you mentioned, it's Wildcard. They need a top 12 finish to secure them a world championship berth. If they do not make it out of groups, this will force a tiebreaker with Power for the world championship spot. So we'll have to wait on that one. So if you're a Team Power fan, you either have to hope that Wildcard don't make it out of groups, or that Wildcard are able to outplace all of the SAM teams to continue on with their LCQ spot. So we will talk about that more once we get towards the end of that. Moving over into APAC, our team is TSM. They have their Paris and their world spot on lock already. And then last but not least, we have SSA, and that team is Five Fears, who again has their Paris Major and their World Championship spot on lock. So from there, moving over into our LCQ spot. LCQ points are the points given to each region for the average regional finish. So how the teams have finished in their major, but the points are averaged based on how all of the teams from that region placed. So only the top 4 regions get an LCQ spot, and right now the standings are as follows: EU in first place with 14.4 points, MENA in second with 9.5, in third we have North America with 8, and in fourth and picking up the final LCQ spot as of now, we have OCE with 5 points, SAM right just behind in 5th with 4, and then APAC and SSA tied for 6th with 3 points. So if you're a Team Power fan, like I mentioned, you either have to hope that Wildcard do not make it out of groups, or if they do make it out of groups, then you have to hope that they are going to outplace the SAM teams so that OCE can keep their LCQ spot moving forward.
How's that word salad for you?
Oh, perfect. Here we are.
Yeah, I mean, a tiebreaker would be awesome. Is it possible I don't know if you went over it. Is it possible for a tiebreaker between regions?
That's a good question.
What happens in that case?
I think it would have to be highest placement would be the tiebreaker. Would be my guess, at least. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I assume there's got to be like something in place to like make that not happen. But I feel like that. Imagine there's 2 LCQ brackets for like Sam and Wildcard, and then the one team both get one competitor, and then there's a best of 7 between those two for a tiebreaker for who gets the LCQ spot.
I would have to imagine they might actually just do it at the LAN.
I mean, even that, like, just do an LCQ for the 2 regions. Both teams show up.
No, I mean like play a tiebreaker match on LAN.
Yeah, but I'm saying you need to have you need to have representatives for both regions.
No, like the teams that already are in Paris.
Huh?
So like I'm gonna make it up, right? Let's say
are we picking up what I'm putting down here?
Yes, I think so. So Furia or MIBR and Wildcard both make it out of groups, and but then they get eliminated, right? But then they're even on points. So then you have Wildcard and Furia play each other at the Paris Major. They just add another series.
Mm.
I don't know if it would work like that. I'm sure there's other tiebreakers, but
yeah. But I mean, at that point, you need to have the LCQs already done to know who's coming. So at that point, would you still have the 2, and then they're just like sitting there waiting for their respective team to hopefully win?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. But
I like this idea though. But yeah, no. I mean, the tiebreaker would be sick for Worlds, especially. And obviously between Power and Wildcard, we know who we're rooting for. But yeah, so I think it'll be interesting. I think. What do Wildcard just need to get 12? I didn't hear. I was getting my food. I didn't get
Wildcard need a top 12 finish to secure themselves the OCE region spot for Worlds. If they do not make it out of their group, there will be a tiebreaker series when they get back to OCE for the World spot. However, on the flip side of the coin, if Wildcard does make it out of their group, if they are able to outplace Sam, then they will get OCE and LCQ spot, and Sam will not.
Yeah, so that's kind of crazy. So whatever third makes it, or whoever the third is out of that group that we talked about before, between Vitality, Karmite Court, Wildcard, and Foot, whoever makes it out in that third spot, assuming it's going to be NA or OCE, gets a chance to, or gets to go to Worlds.
If Wildcard makes it, yes, Foot need a top 4.
I thought you said they need to make top 12.
Wildcard needs to make top 12. If I said otherwise, then I was mistaken. Foot needs a top 4.
Oh yeah, Foot's cooked then. Oh, rip. No offense, Foot. Love you guys to death,
but yeah. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So you either have to root for, if you're a Power fan, you have to root for Wildcard to crash out or to do really well and outperform the Sam teams. So like no in between. You can't have them finishing like 10th, 12th, and then having Sam finish the same or higher. But like looking at the groups, you have Furia, R8, Space Station, and Mates. And a lot of people are already thinking that Furia might not make it out of that group. But in Group B, we have NRG, MIBR, Man City, and Five Fears. So you would hope that MIBR would make it out of that group since 3 make it out. But we'll have to see. So it could potentially be, So if MIBR make it out of groups and Wildcard does not, then Sam will pull their LCQ. Will pull their LCQ spot, I believe.
Paris is going to be so much fun. There's so much riding on this.
There is.
I feel like there wasn't as much riding on like last year's. I think it was just GK that was fighting for or it was just GK that wasn't there, and Mates was fighting for the world spot in Raleigh.
Yeah,
and that was it. So I feel like now there's more at stake, given it did come at the expense of OCE losing a spot, and unfortunately, that stinks for them. But this LCQ coming down to the wire. for that fourth spot, and EU and NA still having teams fighting for the worlds. I think will keep things rather interesting. At least give you like that extra story to keep in mind, and like these teams are fighting for. And on top of that, this is all going to be in front of like debate, like arguably probably going to be the best crowd possible. At
The
least
biggest
for
crowd
EU
for sure.
teams.
It's the biggest venue ever for RLCS.
And like if there's like a 0% chance like this crowd isn't going to be absolutely nuts. At least I hope they can at least keep up, like at least with. I'm assuming it's going to exceed Leon's.
I would hope so. For the sake of RLCS, for the sake of the brand, the esport, the game, all of that stuff. I hope that this is the best major they've ever had.
I wonder if they're coming with new chants, because I know they had a lot last year.
And we'll have to wait and see on that one.
You think there's like meetings?
I'm sure there is. Like they have like supporters clubs that like have them for like English and like European football, soccer for the US listeners. But yeah, we are just over 2 weeks away from the major. It starts the 20th of May, which is again in 15 days from when we're recording this. So a lot to look forward to. So close yet so far. But before we jump into our power rankings, the only other point that I would like to make is that signups are now live for RLCS 1v1 and 2v2 tournaments. The signups will be live for a few weeks. So, please, if you want to participate, go and sign up. I think I'm going to sign up. I'm not sure how well we're going to do, if anything at all, but here we are. So,
you have to pay to sign up?
No.
I'm assuming that's a part of like the open.
Yeah. So the NA registration closes on Tuesday, June 2nd, and the dates are Friday, June 5th to Sunday, June 7th, and then Friday, June 12th and then Sunday to June 14th. So, to Sunday, June 14th. So there's 2 sets of weekends depending on how far into the tournament you're making it. But they start 1 month from today for NA.
I think that'll be You said you're signing up, or you sign up ones or twos?
Twos. No, I'm not a psychopath.
I mean, if you sign for ones, just sit in net the whole time.
It's not gonna work.
Sit in net and counterattack. So it's the only advice I can give to you guys out there. Just sit in net. Let them flip reset all they want. None of them actually know what they're doing. They're all posers.
Until they're not. Until they do know what they're doing.
Until they're not. Yeah, until you get first rounded by Daniel himself. I think Daniel said he's supposed to be in it this year, right?
I think he is.
I know him and Zen didn't do it last year. I think both of them are supposed to be in it this year.
Well, I think realistically, I think that you're going to see a lot more of the pro players that are going to join both of these events because it doesn't interrupt their split. Right? Like there's a break built into the schedule for ones and twos because I think that there's going to be a high level in like play, a high level of play that will happen, meaning that we're going to get almost all the pros that are going to compete in one or the other or both.
Yeah, because I know obviously a lot of the NRG boys were focused more on Worlds than a 1v1 tournament. So I think that's why they're in. Obviously Zen had the Mina debacle. So yeah, hopefully this year it'll be a lot more fun. I sure to honk outside, scare the crap out of me. But with that, I think. Yeah, do you have Nobu taking it again this year in the Ones Championship?
No.
Moxie, or just you just think an upset of all time is going to be coming?
Moxie.
I think it's not even just that Nobu's so good. It's that he plays ones like such a sweat. He doesn't care about the glitz, the glams. He's gonna just do what he needs to do to win and sip his water in between.
Dark horse for me, Atao.
Oh, ooh. In ones?
Yep.
I think he's like the greatest support player of all time. I
made a top 4 in the EU Open. Lost to Drawley, I believe.
And Drawley's coming out of Mina, I'm assuming, this season, right? Or can he play in EU?
I don't know. I don't know at all. And that's why Atao's threes play has been slacking a little bit this season for Carmine, because he's coming for that number one spot in ones.
He's sweating ones.
I have absolutely no idea if that's true or not. I'm making stuff up.
It'd be pretty funny though.
That would be really funny. But Oof, you and Head should do it. That would be for the content, man, if nothing else.
Honestly, I don't even know like who to predict or like how to even go about like predicting twos.
Well, because it's tough because like we don't know what the teams are yet. Like I think Dan Mode would be a phenomenal twos team if they choose to do it, right? But I don't know if they do.
I'm like,
FJ
does it. Although I do think TRK and Nobu would be an insane duo.
I mean, it's hard to think that the Twins wouldn't do it.
Oh, that would be nuts too. Just so they don't have to play with Drawley.
Yeah.
They just all of a sudden start peeking. Everyone's like, huh.
Yeah, I mean, I can like check the signups for the NA2v2 and see if there's any like big name teams that are in there yet. There's 57 teams that have already signed up.
I honestly feel like orgs probably won't even let their players do twos. Because I feel like just the play style change, the mental, and also like not focusing on the 3 championships, which is I'm assuming where all the big money's still gonna be sitting.
I would probably agree, but like I just feel like there's such a big like gap in the schedule that there's no way that they wouldn't be able to. I think Lil Step Bros is going to compete, so I think it's going to be Ga and Alpha Kep.
Yeah, I saw something about them posting it, and Twitter does a thing where it refreshes, so whatever the post has gone into the ether forever.
Yeah.
I wonder if I really do want to know
Talk is playing.
If Moxie's actually playing on behalf of KDOT Corp.
That would be.
I know Liquipedia has him listed, and he like posted it like jokingly saying it was funny. So I don't know how serious he was being about that.
I don't either. But I do know that Talk is also signed up as an incomplete team right now for the 2v2. So, But that is it as of right now for the big names, so to speak. But who do you think's going to win 1v1? Do you think Nobu's going to take it?
Like I said, he's such a sweat. Like, in like the least like fuck that guy way. Like, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. Like, he's a sweat. Like I said, he's just doing what he needs to do to win, and he does not care about what you think. I'm pretty sure he just played like literally air dribble bump the entire time on Moxie.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's doing all he needs to, and there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, probably just gonna take Nobu again, but repeating, I'd imagine, is going to be hard.
Yeah, I would agree. And I mean, I was talking about this with one of my friends. We were talking about like the hockey playoffs, which are happening right now. He's like, every team needs a sicko and a psycho at least. And I was like, what? He goes, a sicko, like the person who like. And I'm like, in Rocket League, it's Vatira, it's Nobu. I think it's the person who is like, they live to play Rocket League. They are living and dying for the badge, for the brand. And Vatira is certainly a sicko, right? And then there's like the psychos where it's like, you're jumping up and screaming. Like, I think Rise is a psycho, but it certainly helped. He's a phenomenal LAN performer for a reason, right? Like, psychos tend to do pretty well. They don't always win, but they do pretty well. So I'd be interested to see what happens with I'll be interested to see what happens with these 2s and 1s teams.
Yeah. I think when do those all start? All those matches?
They'll be in a month. Yeah, in a month. But
no.
With that, power ranking time. You ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I don't care.
Or should Oof decide?
Oh yeah, let's let Oof decide. Let's see how long he takes.
Yeah.
Let's see how fast we can get a response out of him. Put all the pressure in the world on Oof for no reason in chat.
Quilly.
Let's go. Space station. I'm just kidding. Who are we thinking? Who are we thinking? You know, I feel like the obvious pick is gonna be Vitality, but that feels like a lame ass pick.
Really?
Yeah, they're kind of dominating right now. They're kind of an unstoppable force in EU, regardless of if they have a person in the backpack or not.
Okay.
And that motherfucker. I said it's arguable. I didn't say it was my official guess.
That's not
It's a lot of pressure in this one spot. It's a lot of pressure in this one spot. Who else we got? We got NRG. Probably not them right now. They're a little bit iffy.
The reigning major champions.
Mates? I don't know. They looked a little iffy going into things too.
They've only lost one grand final. They also beat Vitality twice.
I don't know. I think that might be an early season heater. You know, I think we've seen General Mates win first series or first LAN before.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Vitality. Give me Zen.
Wow.
Give me Zen and Chino.
Okay, then that makes my spot easy. I'm going Mates 2. Not even a second thought. I'd have put Mates 1.
Yeah, I should probably pull up just like who's that going to the major. Probably make this a lot easier.
It's also listed above in the doc.
Yeah, oh. Is it?
Yep. They're all up at the top.
That makes more sense.
By
Like,
region.
honestly. Because technically, all right, are we doing we're doing top for only pairs? Like, because technically Falcons I feel like could still be in this list.
Yeah, no, it's just pairs.
All right, so Falcons are out of it by default.
Yes, correct.
Slide me in NRG.
Okay. NRG not falling out of that top 3.
Nah, I still gotta give them the nod.
Okay.
Especially because it's in France, so like already NA buff.
This is true. This is a true statement. See, and this is tough, right? Because Casey has not looked good.
Nips looked great, I think.
Nip has looked good, but Nip's also had a
stinker on LAN.
Had a couple bad LAN performances.
And you know what?
Also, Seiko on LAN.
Seiko in France.
That's what I'm saying.
The real question is, what I want to know is, where are we gonna put R8?
That's what I'm thinking too. I think that's gonna be the real. That's gonna be.
Who's gonna
yep,
bite the bullet on it?
Yep. So, realistically, it's tough too because I could put Space Station here too. I think this might be a little bit high for them, but I think their peak is genuinely in this range.
Over Shop?
Yes.
Over Carmine? Over the
it's,
Nippuccino?
It's in France, though. That's why I said they could be over Carmine, because they don't like to play well in France. But it's going to be in France. It's going to be, the redemption arc is high for Vatira and crew. Can I put them over NIP, though? That is like I just looked back at the screen. I got like all the teams that are going. It's not. Sorry in advance if your team was mentioned here. It's not Wildcard, TSM, or Five Fears. It's not Fury or MIBR. It's not Foot. It's not Shop. Maybe I think Twisted has been good, but they've been inconsistent as hell. I'm going to go NIP. Their recent form has been good. Carmine has kind of been trending downward, though still playing, they're still Carmine core. So they could snap out of it at any moment and just, remember that they're amazing. Vatira could go Super Saiyan and carry this team to a major win. But I just think NIP has looked more consistent and better as of late.
Honestly, Nip was going to be my guess. But now that was going to be my next pick, based off where you went. Because Nip has looked amazing, and like if you were to give me Nip versus Shop, I'm taking Nip. If you were to give me Nip versus SSG, I'd think more about it. But I still feel like just like the speed that they play with, I'd still give it to them. But I don't have them, so I'm going to give the next spot. Respect the GOAT, the Vati GOAT. Give me K-Corp.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I was interested to see if you were going to drop him another spot, but it's Karmine Corp, it's Vatira, it's Tau. Like, they're still two of the best players in EU, potentially two of the best players in the world. That's a big take right there. Now we come to a fork in the road, in my opinion. Is this where we see a Twisted Minds? Is this where we see a Shopify or a Space Station? Because we got NRG in the top 3, and we have 4 of the 5 EU teams.
I mean, luckily for me, it's not my pick.
Twisted.
Oh, just no thoughts, no nothing, just straight Twisted. Over R8, you're giving Twisted over R8?
Yeah, they won.
Isn't R8 the number 1 for Mina?
It's Twisted. Twisted's number 1 overall and number 1 heading into Paris. They absolutely dismantled Falcons in Open number 6, but they've also looked super inconsistent. But I believe in the Monkey Moon return to Paris. I think Nubo can't possibly play as bad as he did in the last major. I think the ones grind is only going to help him. I think that Twisted will do pretty well, and I have them at 6.
All right. So at the 7th spot, this is going to be my prediction for who wins the LAN. Right here. Sin Heavy. At this 7th spot. Give me Shopify Belly. Give me First Killer. Give me First Killer. He's back and he's coming for revenge. He's gonna be on one. The boys were moving, and I'm feeling it. Give me the ignorance. Give me the copium. Give me it all. I keep predicting them. I said it. I said they're gonna win a LAN this year. Technically, they may have won a kickoff LAN. Debatable to count it as a LAN, but it was a LAN nonetheless. It was just a major, or it was just an open, so I don't really know. It doesn't really count fully, but for the plot, it counts. But that is my prediction. Shopify's gonna win a LAN, whether it's this one or Worlds. That's to be determined.
Fair enough. I don't share your optimism for the FJ duo with Kofor. I take Space Station at 8, and I think that they're a better team. I don't think that they necessarily always perform up to the same level, but since bringing Zach back into the fold, they've looked amazing. They've been a consistent top 4 fixture in NA, and I think that they will only continue to improve their results as a team.
I can't argue that. Shopify, or me, Space Station Gaming, the GOATs. My 2 Glorious Kings sitting at the 7-8 spot. Can't argue that. Following it up. Honestly, I regret not putting him higher, but give me R8 here. Give me R8.
Yep. I think similar to you, I would like to put them higher, but I mean, Falcons,
show us something first.
Yeah, Falcons did not look great at the last major in Boston. They have not looked great in their home region. The Drawley move seems like it was not the upgrade that they thought it was going to be. But they haven't performed against, international opponents on LAN, so
yeah, they really got something to prove, especially was it ROC that Abdullah was on last year? They did not have a good performance. I think they got swept out very quickly. They obviously made it out of the LCQ tournament, but then got swept immediately making it out of that. I think against Karmine Corp first round. My brain does serve me correctly. And yeah, the LAN jitters are something different. You can play as much as you want online. Be as good as you want, look as good as team as you want, but yeah, that in crowd feel is just something different. That obviously we are not going to be able to know what it's like, but we can see it. The pressure gets the best of them.
Yeah. And then speaking of LAN performers coming back home, give me Seiko and Man City at the 10 spot. I think that the Seiko factor is too much to ignore. I don't think I could possibly live with myself if I put them much lower than this. Seiko, it looked incredible up until Man City was sent home early, but I think that this team still has a lot left to prove and a lot left to show. So Man City at the 10 spot.
Can't argue that. I mean, yeah, which means it's going to be all minor region from here on out. We used up. Oh wait, no, Foot still sit.
Foot, MIBR, Furia, Wildcard, TSM, and 5 Fears are left.
Yeah, but I feel like it has to be Foot here. I don't. What team can we put over Foot? Are we taking Furia over Foot?
I was gonna say if you're taking a Sam team, it'd be MIBR.
You think?
I mean, they're the number 1 seed from Sam.
They haven't shown anything on LAN though, like quite literally at all.
Neither is Furia.
They almost made it out at Boston. Almost. Easy beatsy close. They almost beat Carmine Corp.
Yeah, this is true.
Think.
So
I'm in SSG.
Furia went 1-2 in their group. They lost to GK. They beat Virtus Pro, and they then. Oh no,
that's
sorry.
what it was.
Furia lost to GK. Furia beat Falcons, and then they lost.
That's what it is.
And then they lost to Virtus Pro.
That's it. They beat Falcons. That's what had them looking kind of nice. But also, as we know, Falcons are like the best worst team because then they dominated Shopify on LAN.
Yeah, but MIBR went 5 and lost to Shopify, beat TSM, and then went 5 and lost to Mates.
You know what? Let's make it simple. Just give me Foot.
I kind of figured that's where you're going. Okay. And then for all of the reasons that we just been talking about, if you're going Foot at 11, I'm going MIBR at 12. It seems kind of lame to just kind of continue moving on down the row like this, but I think that Foot is better than MIBR, but I think MIBR is better than Furia.
Yeah, I mean, well, that just only leaves them. Ooh, do I want to go Furia or Wildcard though? Do I give the top 6 world's performers some love?
Or Wildcard? Yeah, or TSM.
No, TSM's not getting love. They're it's an arms race between them and 5 Fears. And in my opinion, it's okay. Until they show me something different.
I mean, this leaves me in a pretty easy spot at 14 though, because I'll take whichever team you don't.
Yeah, all right. Lock me in at based off brackets. Furia, give me Furia.
I kind of figured that might be the direction that you go. Yeah, looking at some of the brackets, it's going to be tough. And for all the reasons that we mentioned, we considered Wildcard going at 13, but since we didn't, Wildcard will go here at 14. I think that they will struggle to make it out of their group, but if they do, they will qualify themselves for the World Championship. So certainly everything to play for Wildcard, but this is a pretty veteran roster: Torsas, Banana Head, and Fever. So we'll have to wait and see. We will not get the Banana Head random preset, most likely because Bacchus mod, item mod, is not available to him to switch the car back to being normal on his screen. But I think that they're certainly still a step above the last 2 teams that we have remaining here, but I don't know that they're quite above Sam yet. So I think it's close, but I have Wildcard at 14.
All right, and lock it in. I think this one's not really arguable. I think TSM following it up next. 5 Years has quite literally proven nothing other than they have a really good social media team. Because I don't even think they were relatively close in any of their series. I don't think TSM was either. I think they may have taken a game. Did they both get swept out completely?
No.
I know 5 Years got swept out. I think TSM got 1 win.
TSM took one game off of MIBR, and that was it. And then Five Fears, went 0-9. So they did not take a single one.
Yeah, I think that obviously Sphinx, Catalysm, and Kevin, I think they're a fun group. Obviously they're a fan favorite, but not an ability favorite. Personality can only take you so far. Actual in-game ability is what wins championships.
Fair enough. So then to recap here, and in our power ranking, in first we have Vitality. Following up in second, we have Gentle Mates. In third, we have NRG. In fourth, we have Ninjas in Pajamas. In fifth, we have Carmine Corps. In sixth, we have Twisted Minds. In seventh, we have Shopify Rebellion. In eight, we have Space Station Gaming. In nine, we have R8. Kind of weird, but in ninth, R8. In 10th, Manchester City. In 11th, we have Foot. In 12th, we have MIBR. In 13th, we have Furia. In 14th, we have Wildcard. 15th, TSM. And 16th is Five Fears. So again, Vitality, Gentle Mates, NRG, Ninjas in Pajamas, Carmine Corps, Twisted Mind, Shopify Rebellion, Space Station Gaming, R8, and Manchester City in 10th. Foot, MIBR, Furia, Wildcard, TSM, and Five Fears rounding us out at 16th. So certainly a pretty good list. In my opinion, I think it would have been maybe a little bit different if Red had been here to kind of shake things up a little bit. But I think for the most part, I'm really happy with our top five. I think kind of 6 through 9 is probably where there's like the most amount of disagreement for other people. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think even at 4 through 9 you can get some disagreement, because I think NIP, they've obviously looked great, but it could be argued, and obviously K Corp, it comes with an aura, the name, the brand, the Vati. So yeah, I think it's all arguable. Like I said, I feel like we have some pretty politic and safe bets. I don't think we're taking any huge risks or jumps. I think next time we do this, I think we should get a little bit more risque. Say what we really feel. Don't go so safe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible.
Like, give me R8 at 5. Like, come on, like, what if we just throw that in there? Like, what if R8 just comes out and stuns the world? Abdullah has been looking pretty nuts.
They have been looking good. I'm just... Experience tends to help out quite a bit in land performance, and I just haven't seen it yet from R8.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a lot to look up. I was going to say, where did we have Falcons?
We did not.
What do you mean? What? Going into Boston?
Oh, going into Boston. They would have been pretty high.
I think we had them top 5.
Definitely. I think that we did
possibly too. Top 3. Because they also didn't look bad in their opens at that point. Because I think they lost the first one. I think 1, 2, and 3. My memory serves correctly. Would that have been February? Was that when the event was?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was episode. No, you know what?
I'm on 188 right now.
It was 190. I think is the
I'm looking at 190 right now. Drop Seiko. No, this was after.
189 then?
189 was when we filmed while we were there. In the hotel.
So then 188. Yeah, Boston Major Groups.
It's 180. It's neither 188 or 187. Oh, it's 187. We had Falcons 3.
Oh my god.
It went Carmine Corp, NRG, Falcons, then Gentle Mates, the lane winners.
Twisted, Vitality, major finalists. Shop, appropriately placed, NIP, redacted, Furia, GK, SSG, Dela Cruz, MIBR Power, 5 years. Yeah, we had Furia at 10 too. How the mighty have fallen there, because Furia dropped to 12 for us.
I mean, I do think the uppers got a lot stronger.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. That's what, we can't wait for the major. We certainly will have a lot more content centered around the Paris major upcoming for you. We still have to do our major preview and all of that stuff, as well as we may have a surprise or two in store for episode 200. So you can look forward to that next week. But Quilly, do we have a Pokemon update or
Pokemon update?
Or
I've not even touched it.
Pokopia?
Do not. I touched Pokopia even less. That was a horrible purchase on my.
Fair.
I started yesterday Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay.
And I haven't finished the opening learning of it because I'm in a mine right now, and all you do is just like you can either keep going to progress the story, or you're in a mine where you punch walls and you just find gold. So all I'm doing is punching every goddamn wall. I'm breaking everything, destroying it all, finding all the gold. Every schmeckle is mine. But I did come up with a game for you and you alone, since we don't have a second person, just you. We're doing a good old fashioned keep 3, cut 3.
Okay.
You know how that works?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you 6 names one by one, and you're gonna say whether you want to keep them or cut them without knowing who's coming next.
Okay.
I've never done this before.
Hold on. Are we making a threes team, or are we just like
you're making a threes team? You're making this. Okay. This is your team. This is your team. And I've never done this before, so there's obviously like a strategy to like how you want them to come out. I kind of just YOLO'd it. So we're gonna see how K-Cube does with his fuckery list.
Okay.
But starting it off, number 1. You got Monkey Moon.
Cut.
All right, Monkey Moon has been cut.
Oh, that's tough. I had an idea in my head. I was like, okay, if it's above or below this person, like if it's a player that's worse than this person, then they're getting cut automatically. And if it's above this person, Monkey Moon was the
bar.
He was the bar that I picked. I was like, okay. Ah, jeez.
All right, second.
Okay.
Archie.
I'm keeping Archie.
All right, we've got our first keep. All right, so on the cutting board, Monkey Moon. On the keep board, we've got Archie. And I've also spoiled the next one, so I will say now it is the bull.
Oh.
This man respects the bull. How much does he respect the bull?
Do I have to take into consideration language?
No.
Okay. They're speaking a hypothetical common language here?
Yeah, they're all speaking English. This is a perfect world where they all just happen to have learned English along the way, so no one has to like learn each other's respective language.
I gotta cut the.
Ooh,
damn it, that's tough.
All right, now this is the real make or break for you. First killer.
We're trying to win a LAN.
You have 4. Yes, you have 2 more spots though.
I know. If I cut first killer, I'm locking in the last 2.
Yes.
And I like we're gaming the system a little bit. I definitely think you put first killer so that I would drop him. Because like the last one's gonna be like.
Oh, there's still another one other than that. Yeah. This one, then you have.
No, but if
4, 5, 6.
If I cut first killer, then I have to keep the last 2. Because I've already cut Monkey Moon and Bull.
Uh-huh.
So I gotta keep first killer. Damn. We're not winning a major then. Or we're not winning a LAN then.
I have a lot of faith in you cutting him. Yeah, next up is Zen.
You have to keep Zen. I just like there's no
Well, I think it's safe to say you win this one because next to our automatic cuts, following it up the 5 spot is Torsauce.
Okay, I like Torsauce. I don't think that I would have kept him over the people that I did keep.
Mm-hmm. And last, you think I went goated or lower caliber?
I feel like you picked like a fiber.
I picked a snowy.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been tough.
I was trying to stick you with one of them.
I kind of figured when you pulled out first killer as late into the rotation as you did, I'm like, if I don't keep first killer, I am going to screw myself here.
Yeah, I think I should have put first killer sooner. Gotta play more mind games with you.
You definitely could have. I would have if first killer was the first one. I think I would have cut him like just instantly.
Yeah, see, and like I said, I've never done that before, so like having to like figure out the order to like try and play mind games with you
Oh yeah,
is like
no. Definitely if we
is
did
that
this more, I think we would like it'd be diabolical.
so maybe that may be the next week. Maybe next week is just the week of games. How
Yeah,
many games can Quilly come up with?
we might be doing that for everyone. So
Yeah. So your three that you came up with, I think you did pretty. I think you probably got the best three out of all of them. You got Archie, First Killer, and Zen as your big three, and your three that you cut are Monkey Moon, Race Bull. Oh my God, wait, is this 7? Torch Sauce and Snowy. I did 7 to keep 3, cut 4.
yeah,
Oopsie.
it happens. But
Uh,
you know that's a good one because it'd be funny because like you could get baited with like exotic.
I could very easily be baited with exotic. I'm cutting that motherfucker 10 times out of 10. That's how morals. That's how morals.
That's almost where I was about.
First Killer.
Yeah,
That's what I was going for. That's why I try to sneak him like right in the middle. Depending on where you went with the Monkey Moon Race Bull. Also Archie. I didn't know if Archie would be a keeper or cut for you. It really depended on where you went with that Monkey Moon pick.
yeah. He was the bar, so like I wouldn't have been upset with a Monkey Moon keep, but if I kept Monkey Moon, I wasn't keeping Archie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was a good one though. I like that.
All right, and the question of the day: favorite horror character?
I mean, I'm not a huge like horror movie or horror game player, but I feel like hard to not go like Freddy Krueger. I feel like it's hard to not go like Slender Man. I think that was like, I mean, it's not as scary now as it was then, but like that was like defined an entire generation of horror. That or like the monster from Amnesia. I don't know if you ever played that game. That was
I don't remember what PewDiePie used to call him. I remember PewDiePie used to call him something. I can't remember what.
Yeah, I don't either.
And my icons are up there. We got a tie between Chucky and Pennywise.
Ooh, that is a good one. Stefano,
that's what it was.
No.
Was that the statue? Stefano
was the statue. Jerry was the monster. Pega was the pig-headed character in certain scenarios, and Water Monster was the creature in the custom story, according to Google AI. So take that for what it's worth.
I remember Stefano being a little gold statue.
Yeah, that was his companion, his little buddy, Stefano.
Yeah. Stefano.
But that's a good question. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we wrap up for today?
Nope, all good.
Okay, well, with that, that's a wrap for today. Huge shout out to Alyssa B and all of our Patreon supporters for keeping the lights on. For those watching live on Twitch or listening later, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, like, share the show. Trying to help us out, level us up. Want to join our community? Jump into our Discord or follow us on socials on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, or TikTok. If you want to rep the show, grab some gear from our merch store at boostoverball.com. Thanks for listening, and as always, remember to choose Boost over Ball. See ya!
Thank you for listening to the Boost Over Ball podcast. Make sure to check out our website, boostoverball.com.